Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, Jimmy Sweeney. How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate your time, as I know you're a busy man and you're, well, one of the biggest names in BKB.
I'm the biggest name in BKB, and I'm definitely not busy.
So what are you doing with yourself at the moment then?
I'm just to be honest, I'm training like twice a day. I'm down here in my caravan, just chilling, just relaxing. To be honest, I got the woman, the kids coming down Sunday. We're off to Legoland and doing all that for the week. So, but yeah, I'm just down training, enjoying life, and keep myself busy. Well, not too busy as I said it on, but yeah, I'm just training really.
So that'll probably be the busiest week of your life going to Legoland, wouldn't it?
Fuck. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Mate, one of the toughest people.
The things
one
you
of the
gotta
toughest
do.
people out there, and they're more worried about Legoland.
No, I gotta. Oh, the things you gotta do to. I don't know if I like this sober walking through it, but the sober Jimmy is kind of like, what do I do?
No, it's good times ahead though, mate. You've got your rematch on the 14th of August. You know, big times ahead against Rico Franco. How's, you know, as you say, you're training twice a day. How are you going to see this one going? You know, last time it didn't go your way, but what are you going to do this?
Yeah. I'm gonna knock him out, man. Plain and simple, I'm gonna knock him out. My last time, like, we're not gonna go too much. Like, I was so overweight, you know, that I took like weight cut tablets, you know, and I just ruined myself. I was 4 kilos over the morning of fight, sat in the sauna. You know what I mean? It was just a horrible weight cut. It was just, it is what it is. But because at the time I was drinking a lot, depression, and you know what I mean. No excuses. Rico got the win, but not now. Like now, I'm a different person completely. I've cut out the drink. I'm on medication for depression, so I'm in a good place. I'm training twice a day. I'm feeling so. I'm beat them easy. So another 10, 11 weeks. You know what I mean? It's I'm just going to give the kid a boxing lesson and just put all doubt aside. You know what I mean? He got to win the first one. A fair play to him and congrats on the win. But it's time now that I took my title back off him.
No, I'm glad you're feeling better about yourself and you're making those changes to make yourself feel better. And you know, because we don't want to hear that about anyone that's struggling, mate. So you know, chuffed that you're kind of on the road.
Definitely not. You know, I mean, depression is a bad thing, and to like, depression is a thing as well that it gets throughout a lot, but and people don't really understand depression unless you've been through it or going through it. You don't know what depression is. You know what I mean? You got these people that have something like, oh, I'm depressed for a day or two and they're sound, and oh, like with stupid things like after drinking and all that. Unless you've gone through, and I think that's like a thing as well where people are not taking it's serious when people say, "Oh, I have depression," because it's getting through around too freely, and they don't really understand. The people that go around don't really understand what depression is. Now, my dad committed suicide. He was on depression. I've been depressed. I've been there. You know what I mean? And people genuinely need help, and I just wish people stop throwing it around like it's just in fashion. Oh, I'm depressed. You know what I mean? It's unless you're really going through it and it's gone through what I've gone through. You know what I mean? Then you're depressed, and people that's going through that need the help and need to be like taken serious instead of like keep people just throwing out this, we're all on the press because of this and this. You know what I mean? It's staffed.
No, I agree with you, mate. It's a term that's used too loosely now, and you know, when people are seriously struggling,
Fair to
it's you know, it's something that needs to be
yeah.
recognised, and people need the help. You know, there's nothing wrong with saying I need help. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. But a lot of people like just because it gets through on freely, like when they look for help, people just like kind of not ignore it, but just kind of go, "Oh, look, you'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Look, you'll be okay," and you'll snap out of it. You know what I mean? Because people are going, "Oh, I'm depressed," and then the next second they're happy and they're over it. You know what I mean?
Especially when
So people didn't the people that's
especially
not
when
depressed.
people look at you, a man in your position, you know, known as a tough guy. You've been a world champion. You know, people sort of look at that and go, "Oh, well, you know, he's all right. Look at him. He's a tough guy." You know, they don't. You're not seeing what's in the inside, are you,
No,
people?
no. Look, my dad was a tough guy. My dad a tough upbringing. Today when he was a baby, she ran in the fires and saved my dad. My granddad was murdered. You know what I mean? My dad is a tough man. Come from a tough traveling family, but yet my dad committed suicide. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter how tough you are. You know what I
exactly.
mean? You could be the toughest man in the world, and depression hits you. Believe me, it hits you. You know what I mean? There's there's nothing wrong with speaking up and seeking help, and if I can help anyone, I will, and I hope me coming forward and tell my story and admitting depression has helped, because I've got a lot of people that's messaged me and said, "Oh, whoa, no one ever thought that you'd be depressed." Just because you're a fighter or whatever doesn't
Yeah,
there's it depression is not just attached to one certain person. You know what I mean? There's not, oh, he's weak, he's going to be depressed. It could happen to anyone. You know what I mean? If I can seek help, and talk up and seek help, other people can do it as well.
yeah. No, honestly, Jimmy, I'll take my hat off to you, mate. And I think it takes a bigger man to come out and say I need help or I'm struggling, and that
Yeah,
takes a
I,
big.
I, if I didn't do what I did and seek the help, man, I wouldn't be here, and that's the truth of it. So I'd rather be here with my kids, my family, my kids, than people think. Fuck, or he's tough. He or fucking, or he's weak and he's depressed. I don't care. Think what you want. You know what I mean? I'm here. I'm fighting it. There's no weakness. The people with this mentality of people are weak if they're depressed are absolute idiots.
Do you find yourself with your training, and you've got obviously the fight on the 14th of August? Do you find that having that in the pipeline and having that to look forward to helps you with with your mentality?
Yeah, of course. It's give me like with me and the whole like the drinking, the personal. I'm setting myself goals. I'm giving myself goals. My first goal was to get off the drink. I've done that. Second one then was admit my problems, seek help. Did that. Stay off the beer for 6 months. I've done that. I'm giving myself goals, and one of my biggest goals, well, one of the biggest goals that I had was to get my family back and get back with my girlfriend. But now it's Ricardo. You know what I mean? That's the goal now, is to take back my belt, and I'm pushing for that, and that's giving me motivation every day. You know what I mean? Every day I wake up, all I just see is just that. So that's the next step for me now, is to get that belt. So that's motivate me every day. So obviously that's helping me, and with my training, because if I'm motivated for the fight, I have to train, and then when I'm training, it takes all the pressure. It just pushes it aside, and I'm in my own world when I'm training, and I'm happy. So yeah, that's really motivated me, and it's helped me a lot.
No, definitely, mate. And I really appreciate you sharing your story, because I know it's not always easy, but you know that goes out to help a lot of other people. So
Yeah,
really appreciate
I
it.
hope, I hope it does. And as I said, if people need help, just reach out. And do you know what I found? I found the hardest thing of the whole lot was that first step of me admitting that I needed help. That was the hardest thing, because I was like, no, I was fighting it. You know what I mean? No, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. But there wasn't. You know, one day I just broke down and went, yeah, there is something wrong with me. I need help. And that to me was the hardest thing. And then everything after that would just come. It got easier and easier as time went on, and the more help I got, and the more I talked about it.
Well, Jimmy, we look forward to the 14th of August where you shine again.
Yeah, look forward to knocking Franco out.
What do you think of Rico Franco?
Do you know what? I've a massive admiration for Ricardo, not just for what he's been through and what he's going through. He's just a nice kid. He is a nice kid. He has a lot of idiot fans, but not like the few of them. This kind of like, but himself, he is a good kid, and I have a lot of respect for him. And you know what? He's a nice kid. You know what I mean? So. For what he's going through, you cannot take your hat off to the lad, and fair play to him. But it's just a pity that he's going to get knocked out. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's the fight game. We'll be friends beforehand. We're friends beforehand. But when you're in there, we were in there to do a job. And you know what? From the two of us and what we've been through, what we're going through to face each other in August for the rematch world title, it's a massive fight. Not just as a fight, but for what we're going through as well. So, yeah, just nothing but admiration for the kid.
No. Well, Jimmy, before we go, what's your last message for Rico Franco? Straight down the camera.
Hi.
Jimmy, you will never lose your sense of humour, mate, I'll tell you. But honestly...
I don't have to give him a message, mate. He knows what's coming. I know what's coming, and that's it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Jimmy, he said he's going to knock you out.
Listen, he couldn't knock me out, mate. When I was struggling on weight, and you know what I mean, I was struggling on weight. I was the worst I've been. I lost 4 kilos that morning, and he couldn't knock me a week. He couldn't knock a week Jimmy Sweeney out, mate. Do you know what I mean? How is he going to knock out a prime, fresh Jimmy Sweeney? The kid's deluded. The kid is deluded. Like, you know what I mean? I dropped him twice. When he was lucky to make it through. Imagine what I'm going to do to him when I'm like fit and the best I've ever been.
Well, honestly, Jimmy, I'll tell you, mate, as a fan of bare knuckle boxing, I'm looking forward to it, mate. It's a great card that night, and what a main event. So I'm really looking forward to it, mate. And I'm really chuffed to meet you.
No problem. Give me a shout after I win or beforehand. Whenever you want to interview him, just come see me after when I have my belt back and Ricardo's knocked out, and we'll see who's knocking who out, because there's no one out there who's going to knock me out, man. It's impossible.
Well, Jimmy,
he doesn't hit hard enough to knock people out anyway.
I appreciate your time, mate, and thank you very much for coming on. And
no problem, no problem, sir. Thank you for having me on.
No, honestly, mate. And you take care of yourself, and God bless.
I'll try, mate. Thank you so much. See you, mate.
Take care, Jimmy. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Jimmy Sweeney, 14th of August, my birthday. Jimmy Sweeney versus Rico Franco. BKB title on the line. Jimmy says he's going to knock him out. Rico says he's going to knock him out. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Make sure you tune in for that one for BKB, 14th of August. Yeah, going to be a great fight. As I say, if you've enjoyed watching this video, head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, JG's Fight Talk, and check out the rest of the content. Rico Franco's interview's on there. Jimmy's is now on there. Give it a look. Thanks for tuning in, people, and take care. Thank you.